There is a real estate technology company that is not Opendoor, that is publicly traded and has a lot of buying activity. I can't find a better follow up ticker than OPAD, Offerpad. Opendoor could go up higher from here. It's been on an incredible run this past week. There is a Sympathy ticker, and traditionally what happens is there's a lot of frenzied buying activity on the main ticker, and when that ticker starts to come down, like Opendoor did on Friday, that money has to flow into another investing opportunity. I want to tell you that opportunity now before it happens. So let's jump into Offerpad and let's look at what the company is doing technically. It's gotten very compressed, and it actually undercut and came back in the last 3 days. Did pull back with Opendoor slightly on Friday, but if it can hold this level of just about 450 and break that whole $5 level, there are serious blue skies all the way up to, you could say, the eights, but you don't want to pick a level on a company that's been going down so much. It is what it is. This is a frenzied buying season, the last week on real estate companies. And I'm not talking about Zillow here, I'm talking about the future of real estate. And Opendoor has incredible volume, despite it also having a profile of downward stock price movement. OPAD's volume looks even more unbelievable. So that is the technical reason to buy this stock. Those are the levels. And let's talk about how this company makes money and what they even do. They charge a service fee to sellers who accept cash offers. Okay? They also offer mortgage, title insurance, brokerage services. So they are in a similar breath to Rocket Mortgage, Zillow. I will say that they are not as well known than Opendoor. They're certainly not as well known as Zillow. However, that doesn't mean that they don't have venture capital investors that are still legitimate. Even though Opendoor gets talked a lot because Khosla Ventures is well known, SoftBank is extremely well known, and General Atlantic is well known, Offerpad still has legitimate investors. LL Funds is in its Series C. They do have debt from Citi, which is a tier 1 investment bank. And they could be the next Zillow in the same breath as Opendoor. I don't know which one it's going to be. They're both very similar. They offer a service for people to sell their homes quickly and conveniently, like every real estate technology service says they do. But the point is, these guys, 75 and Sunny, First American Financial Corporation, through its venture capital arm, and this SPAC that merged with Offerpad, are on the cap table. Okay? So this is a legitimate company. even though it doesn't have the same euphoria and chatter as Opendoor, particularly because Opendoor has Keith Raboy, who is well known, and there was the news on Opendoor on that CEO change. Okay, this is the former CEO that led to that frenzy. You could argue that that frenzied buying activity is unwarranted. That's not really what the point of us investing as medium-term stock investors is. We can see that Offerpad went up a lot on that frenzied buying activity, just like Opendoor did. And for that reason, they're likely to follow Opendoor, or, which is why we're interested in it, take the money that was in Opendoor and go up. It's simple as we can say. We want the stock that's going to go up next, okay? They do have this free moving benefit to customers, okay? It's not a huge difference from Opendoor. They are integrated with Realtor.com. They do have a strategic partnership with Auction.com. They are making moves that do look legitimate, which is important for a low price stock, okay? And if we were venture investors, we would look deep into these competitors and make sure we understand that this is a place we can put our money for the next year to 5, 10 years. Because we are not venture investors, we're retail investors, we're acting like minuscule hedge funds. We're trying to make sure we know what they do broadly and why we want to put our money in a just about $5 stock. So I gave you the price levels. I gave you a little bit of information about why OPAD is a good buy. It certainly looks interesting. It's one of the most interesting tickers right now, besides UAMY, that antimony company that is the only antimony smelter in the US, besides PSIX, which is poised to be the power control backbone for AI chips. Offerpad could be the next real estate juggernaut in the same breath as Zillow. But we are not venture investors. We don't need it to become that. We need to be ready to be investors when this euphoria moves from Opendoor to OPAD, and this could happen in the next few days. So, if you want to chat about stocks, head over to stockscommunity.com. It's an affordable $25 fee for 7 days. Chat with me, chat with a verified $9 million trader. If you think that's worth it, try it out. And if you are not subscribed on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps me put out stock ideas that are timely. I will see you in the next one.